the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network, as tonight we are here with OP Racing Grand National Series as they bring you the Racing Boys, or RBN Podcast 175. Don't know why I said Racing Boys, but it's the RBN Podcast 175 presented by Zach Workman. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and our drivers are on the grid and ready to go racing here tonight. So let's get right into our starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row number 1 with a quick time of 51.107, that is none other than the 12 of Zach Fritsch. To his outside, that is the driver of the 027, Steve Carosi. Row number 2 will be the 6 of Cody Nagels, and to his outside in the John Deere green, the 071 of Eric Laurie. Row number 3, Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33, and to the outside, that is the 23 of Sebastian Merritt. Row number 4, Dawson Wise in the 54, fellow broadcaster who joins me on Monday nights. Here on Wednesday night, he is behind the wheel. We're going to see how he does. Andy Brigante on the outside of row number 4. Bubba Winningham on the inside of row 5. To his outside, that is the 88 of Gabe Butler. Dave Hunt in the 53, and Richard Kuhn in the 47. Row number 7, Jeff Crosby Sr. in the 15, and Nate Warren to the outside. Inside row number 8, Vicente Guerrero in the 14, and the 41 of Stanley Jr. Les Levy picking up the 62 on the inside of row number 9 with the 77 of David Booth. Travis Elliott, winner last week, and Zach Workman on the outside make up row number 10. Row 11, the 04 of Mark Mann and Ed DeBoer. Row number 12, Brian Kimbler and Dana Shepard. There you go, Derek Donna and Ginger Parent. Dana Shepard on the outside of row number 12. In our final few spots here tonight, Andrew Schroeder, Richard Sanchez, for row 13, row 14, Lynn McNeese and Adam Kilday, and the 131 of Steve Hoppett, bringing up the tail end of the field here tonight. Zach Fritch, driver of the number 12, going to fire this field off for the first time here tonight. Miss Mara chiming in, Dan Parent chiming in, Ginger Parent chiming in, Derek Donna chiming in. Thank you very much, guys. Here we go. Pace car down and away. The 12 on the throttle. Green flag is out, and we are underway for the first time here tonight for the RBN Podcast 175. Side by side, it is a drag race. Into turn number 1, Steve Krosik has the advantage for the moment. And that may not last as that inside lane gains some momentum through the corner. Zach Fritch in the 12. Now ahead down the back stretch, but Krosik has a good shove from the 071 of Eric Laurie. One car not making it to the start-finish line. That is the 62 of Les Levy. He did not make it out on the grid. He's starting from pit road, so we'll see if he can get out there. Dan Harrington also started from pit lane. Dan Harrington in trouble already. He is in danger of going a lap down. He will need all the help he can get to get back in this race. As we go side by side into turn number 3, Zach Fritch, Steve Krosik are defending their starting spots so far. Neither one has made a move to either lane. They have both been committed to where they started. But behind them are several drivers who are trying to make some moves. And our biggest mover right now is the driver of the 48. That is Andrew Schroeder. He is already up 5 spots. Well, he got a heck of a start and continues to dig hard out there. And now Eric Laurie in the 071. As we were talking about our biggest mover, Eric Laurie pushed the 027 of Steve Krosik out in front of Zach Fritch. Krosik dropped down to the inside, and that created a whole bunch of wishy-washy stuff. And now Sebastian Marin is our race leader, and who would have seen that? Alan Fritch chiming in, and he is correct. I do, out of laziness, spell my name KR without periods. How you doing, sir? Glad to see you. It's been a hot minute since we said hello. Absolutely thrilled to have Alan in here, having Miss Mara in here. We got the parent in here. We got like Ginger Parent and Dan Parent. I don't know if that's last names, I'm assuming, but please, guys, let me know if that's where we're at, or if you are claiming you're a parent of somebody. It's all well and good. Either way. Zach Workman has our new fast lap of the race, 47.68. Ooh, trouble in front of him. Contact. Everyone trying to schedule it out where they want to be, saying, hey, I would like to be in this lane at this time. And someone else said, no, that is a conflicting schedule. However, it gets worked out. And right now, Sebastian Marin in the 23 on the outside, going to lead that lap with Steve Krosik to his inside. So, new fast lap here on, that was at lap number 5, so that lets me know that these guys are up to full speed all the way. And now, once we get a pit stop in, we're going to really see how this thing settles out. Let's take a quick look at our race info, as we had one driver down on the inside. That was a 19 of Zach Workman. Let's go ahead and take a look at our race info as Richard Sanchez lays down a new fast lap at a 47.51. Our Legacy Daytona is very bumpy. I don't know if you've seen these guys bouncing around, but they are having to work their cars very hard here tonight. You got to get those elbows up, and you got to be ready for whatever this track throws at you. Do expect about a 17-lap fuel run. We're working lap 7, so just about 10 more laps to go in this fuel run should we stay green. Travis Elliott did pick up the win last week. We were not here for that, so I do want to call attention to Mr. Elliott for picking up the win. He is our 5th winner this season in as many races, so no one has pulled off the repeat just yet. We will have one stage at halfway, and one fast repair is available here tonight. Oh, contact the 071, tried to close the door on the 19, and now he moves down to the inside. Eric Glory with a full head of steam trying to take over the race lead. Gabe Butler in the 88 says, I've had enough with this mess, boys. I'm going to hit pit road. So far, he is the only driver to come down pit lane. Nobody else is going to join him. And not a good sign in the fact that he has no drafting help. However, I think the 88 of Gabe Butler will be able to survive and not go a lap down. We'll see how long he is on pit road. He is down and away, 6-second pit stop, and now he rejoins the racetrack. Gonna be tough. Gabe Butler pitted by himself, but I think once everything cycles through, he'll be all right. Dan Harrington in the 82 coming up on him. Our lead drivers, as you can see him going through 1 and 2. Our lead pack is about ready to swallow him up. So Dan Harrington in trouble here. He did start from pit road, and he is in desperate need of some help. Oh, and he might get it very soon, as we just watched Sebastian Marin seesaw on that wheel. As they go 3 wide, Travis Elliott in the 51. Up along the wall, he is all by himself. Nobody going with him just yet. No one hitting pit road either. The Gabe Butler in the 88, the only driver who has made a pit stop. Dan Harrington in the 82, who started from pit road. Staring down this group of drivers in his rear view mirror. Jeff Crosby Jr., driver of the 33, out in front with Steve Krosik there as well. Caitlin Carosella, how you doing, man? Hope I said that correctly. If I did not, keep in mind, I graduated high school, and I once tried to make sure that I was tall enough to fit through a door that was clearly bigger than I was. So, yeah, I'm not the brightest crayon in the tool shed, is all I'm trying to say. So if I got your name wrong, Miss Caitlin, oh, trouble down the backstretch. Around goes Eric Glory, Travis Elliott involved. Oh, and the 14 gets tagged there at the end of it. Let's see if we can't back this up and figure out what happened here. Ed DeBoer involved, Travis Elliott, Nate Warren, Eric Glory, all getting a piece of it. Les Levy chiming in from the YouTube chat. Les, your car's sitting on oh, I'm confused. All right, let's look at this on board with Nate Warren in the 2. As he drifts down, he catches the 071 of Eric Glory to bring out our first caution of the night. Dan Harrington going to say thank you very much, as he was about to be swallowed up by the pack. You can see all the cars scattering, the 54 and the 47 fighting for real estate even in the grass. And on the pit road, our drivers all looking for some service from their pit crews. Steve Krosik led this field onto pit lane. And Les letting me know that I have one thumb up. If you guys are enjoying the race that the drivers are putting on for you, please feel free to hit that thumb up in the broadcast. It does not matter to me that you do it, but I do ask that you do it for the drivers. And I know I say that almost every week, but you know, sometimes we get caught up in watching the race. We forget to do that. And the drivers go back and rewatch this, because most of them will. And they see that high count of the approval from the fans goes a long way for their even. Alright, so as the field is under yellow, and everybody going to get restacked except for Les Levy, who only had enough money to sign in. He is outside of the racetrack begging for donations. If you guys walk by him, do not give him money. It will only encourage it more. Just smile and nod and say, "Oh, sorry, I left my wallet at home." So as Les continues to beg and hit you all up for dollars, there are some people here who have acquired enough funds to run all of the race. I think if you break it down, it's like 30 cents. So I don't know what Les is doing, but it's Les. It's whatever. Dave Hunt is our race leader as we have a few drivers peel off from pit road, or peel off onto pit road, top off their fuel tanks. Dave Hunt, Vicente Guerrero, Steve Hobbit, Jeff Crosby Jr., Richard Sanchez make up our top 5 right now. Lights are out on the Ford Mustang. We're going to get back to it. And just to put my money where my mouth is, I pulled out my smartphone and I'm going to do a search for Turn 3 Racing Network. Pull up my personal YouTube page. Yep. Okay. Got it. And, oh, there's the OP Grand National Series. Yep. Got it. And boom. Thumbs up that. I thumbed up my own work. Wait a minute. All right, here we go. Pace car down and away. Dave Hunt, Vicente Guerrero lead this field to the green flag. Only one car in the outside lane. Everyone else chose to come down pit road. And Dave Hunt and Vicente Guerrero are going to try and race into turn number 1. Stage number 1 going to end at the completion of lap 25, and Vicente Guerrero in the 14 decides he is going to step out in front of this race lead. Cody Nagel's in the 6. Teammates, or former teammates, or however you want to say that here on Wednesday night, the 6 and the 14 maybe looking to hook up here and try and take over this field and run side by side for as long as they need to. Oh, trouble behind them. Oh no, hard into the outside wall. We got one around, it looks like. The 131 is Steve Hoppet. So Hoppet in trouble. And his car is up in smoke. He might be in the broadcast booth sooner than he anticipated. The yellow flag comes out for the second time here in the first half of the race. Let's see if we can't figure out what happened to Hoppet. He and the 41 of Stanley Jr. make contact. And man, did Hoppet go for a ride. Dan Harrington gets a clip. Nate Warren gets a piece of it. So caution flag out once again. Derek Donna chiming in. Derek Donna, the first one to comment in tonight's YouTube chat. Cheering for Dana Shepard, mind you. So, let's go ahead and check in on the driver of the 43. Shepard right now finds that 43 working up the running order here to hit pit road. So got a little bit behind to hit pit lane, and everyone had to check up, but Shepard on the pit road into the pit stall, and missed it a little bit, had to back up, and we're here to call the race. Turn 3 Racing Network is only here to call the race. However, KR is here to judge, and I judge all of these paint schemes. And if you have the generic red toolbox with the green roof, that lets me know you forgot to change those colors. And yeah, so I expect the Shepard fan base to get on top of that and remind whoever is doing the paint schemes, fix that toolbox behind the pit wall. Just me, just KR, not Turn 3 Racing Network. It's just KR, mostly because I have nothing better to do than complain about that. Richard Roberts chiming in. How you doing, Mr. Roberts? I am reminded of a joke I once said, and it involved a satchel of Richards. How you doing, Richard? Thank you very much for coming by, saying hello. Lights go out on the Ford Mustang. Yeah, absolutely Mustang. Chevy guy here. Can't believe we got a Ford Mustang out in front of us. Oh well, it is what it is. All right, so while we have a moment, let's do a little bit of scorekeeping upkeep. We do have 27 cars on the lead lap. Stanley Jr. and Steve Hoppett, the 2 cars that are not on the lead lap, and they both are 2 laps down. And right now, Stanley Jr. is behind the wall. So we'll see if he can get back out there. Steve Hoppett in the 131 as the only active driver, 2 laps down. We'll see what happened. Richard Roberts wants to know what happened to the Yeti driver. That was Rick Seabrands. And Rick has stepped away for a minute, and we'll see if we can get him back. Absolutely would love to have Rick Seabrands back in this league, but you know what, every once in a while everyone has to step away from what they're doing for fun, and so right now Rick is not around, but man oh man do I miss him. And Mr. Roberts, sounds like you missed him too. Here we go. Green flag is out. Cody Nagels, Vicente Guerrero lead this field to the green flag. We are in the closing laps of stage number 1, the first and only stage here tonight. As they go side by side into turn number 1, we are within the boundaries that the next caution that comes out is going to end the stage if we get one. So Vicente Guerrero and Cody Nagels both want to make sure that they are right there leading this field should that happen. Mr. Roberts wants to know, is he okay? Didn't he broadcast once? Yes, he did. He has broadcasted a couple of times with me. and I've done everything I can to try and get him back in the booth. He is very knowledgeable and very well spoken, and deserves every opportunity to be behind the microphone. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, Mixmaster PJ, you are correct. My goodness, I am so sorry, guys. I am absolutely incorrect. This is at lap 35. KR left his calculator at home. So at the completion of lap 35, I briefly got my Monday and Wednesday mixed up. So I apologize for the confusion. We still have quite a bit of racing to go. Got it. I blame Peter because he's not here to talk to me. So, yeah. I blame anyone but myself, because if I had to blame myself, oh dear. There would be some self-reflecting going on that's just not... I can't handle that. So Vicente Guerrero out in front, and that IROC paint scheme throwback at number 14 working the middle lane. Cody Nagels in the 6 has the momentum down on the inside, being pushed hard by Steve Karosik in the 027. Jeff Crosby Jr. pushing on the 14. I'll tell you what, the 14, once he got into that clean air, he has been a bear to try and remove from the top spot. One car peeling off for service by his pit crew. That is Bubba Winningham. And I don't know if you guys follow Bubba on Facebook or anything, but Bubba had an interesting week. As the yellow flag is going to come out, we do have a few cars spinning here. And Jeff Crosby Sr. already on pit road, but he was not the only one involved here. David Booth goes for a ride hard into the outside wall. So as the yellow flag comes out once again here in the first half of the race, see if we can't get a better breakdown of what happened here. It looks like Nate Warren in a third incident of the night. Man, sometimes you're the fly, sometimes you're the windshield. Right now, Nate Warren feeling like the windshield. On board with the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. And he immediately goes to pit road. So the lights are on the Ford Mustang once again. Mixmaster PJ, what are you doing? You want to join me? I'm all by myself here tonight, looking for some help. If you're interested. We'll see if we can't maybe wrangle Jeff Crosby Sr., if his night is done, into the booth as well. But I am a social creature by nature, and I am all by myself. OP Racing has locked me in this room. They did give me some popcorn, but there's no one for me to talk to. Oh, dang, and Mixmaster PJ says not a chance. Heartbreaking. I thought for a moment we were gonna have a good broadcast, but then he said no, so there we went. It is what it is. Y'all are stuck with me for tonight. Richard Roberts wants to know if Miss Mara ever misses a race. And I would like to throw in that I can't recall her ever missing a race. I think there was maybe one time, maybe two. But yeah. Richard Roberts saying if he knew how, he absolutely would be here. Mr. Roberts, hit up Les Levy and we'll get going on how to make that happen. I think you might enjoy this side of the microphone. All right, so we are stacked up 2 by 2 side by side. And Caitlin and Ginger. Oh my, what's going on? Alan, of course we need dad jokes. Alan, we need the dad jokes. So drop, not just Alan, but it's been a long time since we've done this segment. But drop your best dad jokes, and it's not just to the dads. If you have a mom joke, drop your best mom joke, and that means it is so bad that everyone groans when you say it because it is so bland that it is perfect. So drop your best dad or mom joke. Let me hear it. I would love to be entertained as I am in the booth here all by myself with my it is actually tonight kettled popcorn. Just a hint of sweetness. That is how I like it. Very crisp, a little bit of sweet, and a lot of butter, and a few dad and mom jokes. So let's go. Hit me with your best ones. We are about ready to go green flag racing once again. And Caitlin, the Shepherd crew is friendly and can be quite chatty. Oh, challenge accepted. So here we go. Pace car down and away. Vicente Guerrero in the 14. Out in front, Cody Nagels in the 6. Down to his inside. And they are going to haul it off into turn number 1. Side by side down the backstretch as the mom and dad jokes come pouring in. We'll get to them, folks. Give me just a moment because we are now within the closing laps. Since I remember what league I am in, holy cow, I can't believe they pay me to be here as messed up as I can have it from time to time. So Vicente Guerrero, Cody Nagels, once these two cars have gotten out in front, it has been a struggle for everyone to get around them, and they are doing what they need to do to finish 1 and 2 here in the stage. So let's read off some of these dad jokes. Ellen Fritsch chiming in, first of all, with April showers bring Mayflowers, but what do Mayflowers bring? Pilgrims. Mayflowers bring pilgrims. All right. All these dad jokes are never childish. They are fully grown. That's from Mixmaster PJ. I dig it. Dig it. What did one shark say to the other while eating a clownfish? This tastes funny. OMG, Caitlin. It's my new favorite. I dig it. I like it. I like it a lot. Alan says, what do you call a song about a tortilla? A rap. A rap by Eminem, Ice Cube, or Flav. Where do pirates buy hooks? At the second-hand store. Oh my good. Wouldn't it be third hand though? No, all right. What do you call a two-legged cow? Lean beef. Oh, I love that one. Lean beef. I need some lean beef. I'm getting fat. How many NASCAR fans does it take to change a tire? This one coming from Richard Roberts. None. They took the wheels off their homes years ago. You're so right, but so wrong. All right, side by side, Vicente Guerrero, Cody Nagels. We are within the final few laps here in stage number 1 and our only stage. Now that I have my math correct, the halfway point here on Wednesday night will be our deciding factor for the stage. Vicente Guerrero trying to make his car very wide. Contact with Steve Karosik, holds on to it. Karosik says, I am tired of you and Cody blocking all of us. He makes a move to the outside, then dives all the way down to the inside. And Steve Karosik in the 027 out in front once again. Sebastian Marin in the 23 trying to work the outside lane. Maybe he has something in store. Who is going to win this stage? 10 bonus points on the line to make it happen. Side by side into turn number 1. Cody Nagels in the 6, pushing hard on the back bumper of the 027. The 6 and the 14 not too happy that they couldn't keep everyone behind them. Be watching for these guys to make a move when it counts. And here they go. Oh, to the inside goes the 6 of Cody Nagels. Karosik moves up to the middle lane. And that is where I think we are going to see our race winner and stage winner come from. That middle lane, very dominant right now. And Karosik going to lead that lap our final time around here in the stage. Steve Karosik surging ahead in that middle lane. 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Hold on to your hats. Oh, the 14 gets turned. Around goes the 14. The yellow flag is out, and Steve Karosik is going to win the stage. And we will back this up here in just a moment to see what went wrong for Vicente Guerrero. Oh my goodness, the stage comes to an end. Steve Karosik crossing the start-finish line as our stage winner. Only one stage here tonight, and Karosik gets it done. Kind of like Derek Donna saying, what concert costs 45 cents? Hell, that's a 50-cent concert featuring Nickelback. You guys got some good dad jokes. What did the triangle say to the circle? You're pointless. Ouch. I felt that one in my soul. I don't know why. Probably because, as a broadcaster, I'm the one that's useless out here. Ouch. I felt it. I felt it. All right, guys, here we go. Steve Kurosik winning the stage, coming down on the pit road for the first time. Third time. 1, 2, 3. I can count. Kurosik on the pit road as our stage winner brings everyone else down pit lane. I do want to say thank you guys for your dad jokes and the continued participation in chat. It goes a long way. Yeah, I don't think you guys quite understand what it means that you all are interacting and you have given the thumbs up. So here we go. Let's see if we can't pull in our stage winner. Mr. Kurosik, do you have your ears on?
I got you.
All right, man. Well, nice job picking up the stage win here.
Yeah, thanks.
What was it like out there tonight to win this stage, and what did you have to do to make it happen?
Well, I was saving fuel for about the last 15, 20 laps there because I was right on it. I think I had enough to make it, but I wasn't going to make it around for the pace lap to the pit. But then once that last caution came out, we were able to go, and I'm just waiting for Seabass right in the second, pushing Vicente. And then when Seabass got to me, we just made our move, and we got in front, and it was looking good coming to the checker there for the stage. I think we would have been probably the same order regardless.
All right, well, the 027 came down pit road first. You find yourself tucked in behind a couple of Crosbys. What's your plan of action right now as you look at the 15 and the 33?
Looks like 15's a lap down, but 33's in front, so I'll likely be starting outside here. Just fine with me. I kind of prefer the middle, so we'll see what happens. Let's try and stay up front.
All right, well, I do have a question coming in from YouTube chat, and Richard Roberts wants to know, why does your car start with a 0?
Because 27 is taken in the league, so this is the next closest thing for me.
So you're using the 0 as a placeholder.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, there you go, man. All right, nice job, Mr. Kurosik, for getting the stage win. And shout outs, thank yous that you need to give one more time before I let you go.
Yeah, just shout out to OP for putting it on, and shout out to Dale Cup and Bootnaka. So hopefully we can finish strong here. Stay out of the wrecks. Fingers crossed.
All right, with that being said, Steve, nobody is anywhere specifically on Wednesday night. So who are you working with tonight?
Tonight I'm with Sebastian Marin, Gabe Butler, and Eric Lurie.
All right, there you go. He is working with those guys. Thank you very much, Mr. Kurosik. I hope you have a great final stage.
Thanks, man.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tried to catch as many questions as I could. Stage number 1 in the books. We are firing off our final stage. This race is split in 2. unlike Monday nights where we have 3 stages, this one only has 2. So Steve Grosik, our stage winner at the halfway mark. But now we're stacked up, ready to go. Jeff Crosby Sr. to the outside of the 027. That will make up row number 1. Row 2, Cody Nagels and Richard Sanchez. Row 3, Zach Fritsch and the 23 of Sebastian Marin. Here we go once again. Green flag is out. We are back underway. And the dad jokes have come in throughout my interview. So thank you very much, guys, for continuing that. I do hope that you cheer loudly and often for your favorite driver. And not only that, but let me know who you think is going to win the race, because we are past the halfway mark. Everyone should have a good idea of what's going on here tonight. But don't forget, I still need those dad and mom jokes, because those highlight the evening oh so well. So Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33, out in front, Steve Grosik in the 027 on the inside. He's got good run coming off of turn number 4, but the 33 has the 6th, Cody Nagels on his back bumper. And why did the bird attack the dog? The answer is because he was purebred. That one coming from Alan Fritsch. The dad jokes are strong here tonight. If I had to guess, or judge, I would say the dad jokes so far are outpacing the mom jokes. But that's fine, that's fine. The mom jokes, they're a thing, and they need some time to develop from time to time. We'll get some in. I promise you, there's some great mom jokes out there. Les Levy, however, continues to keep begging for change. Listen, guys, if you want to call the cops on him, I've seen his face. I'm offended by the way it looks. It's okay. Call the cops on him. It's not going to hurt my feelings. And honestly, like, all of OP Racing will say thank you very much for getting rid of him. And the reason why I say that is Les Levy is deciding to stop in the bar down the road from the main gate, and he's trying to work for tips, but he's not even employed by the bar. Oh, trouble off of turn number 4. Several cars involved. Lynn McNeese, Gabe Butler, Richard Sanchez all go around. Sanchez finally gets it fired back up and goes through the tri-oval and not down pit road. But yellow flag coming out very early here in stage 2. And let's see what happened as they come off of turn 4. It looks like Gabe Butler in the 88 maybe getting a bit of that dreaded net code. Hate to call it here. Let's see. Oh, man. And then Zach Workman goes for a ride in the 19. Let's go on board with Workman. Take one more look at this one here as almost everyone comes down pit road. A lot of cars involved in this one. We'll see who is able to continue, because as I mentioned, they do only have one fast repair here tonight. All right, so as the field stacks up behind the Ford Mustang, Richard Roberts wants to know, does anyone here race for real? And I too also want to know, who here actually pilots a race car, either as a weekend warrior or once in a while type of person. Mostly because I am a huge fan of racing. I myself am what is considered a weekend warrior. I go out to my local dirt track and I run a what's called a micro sprint, and doing pretty well this season myself. But yeah, guys, if you are out there in YouTube chat and you drive a race car that is outside of iRacing and in the realm of the real world, absolutely let us know. Richard Roberts wants to know, I want to know, and yeah, if you want to find, or if you want to see my racing, it's under KR Stolfus at YouTube. And if you also do some racing, plug your channel, plug it right here. Let's figure out what's going on. I am not adverse to having drivers plug their own channels, and I would love nothing more than to see that, to find it, to subscribe to them. As a person who I could care less about football, I could care less about baseball. I do play hockey, so I care about hockey. But yeah, racing is my passion. Is pretty much what I eat, sleep, and drink. So if you got some racing channels that I should subscribe to because you guys do your own racing in real life, got some cameras strapped to your race car, yeah, absolutely plug that. That's, you know, I don't know about you guys, but if you are on the internet for long enough, you will understand or come to learn that caps lock is often not allowed. But one of my favorite things to say is unleash the caps lock. We are at a racetrack. You have got to scream, you have got to yell, you have got to be 100% at the top of your lung capacity each and every time you come to the racetrack like this. Here we go. Green flag is back out. We are underway. 26 laps to go here in the RBN Podcast 175, presented by Zach Workman, the 33 out in front. He has the advantage going into turn number one. The 6 of Cody Nagels to his outside. Well, make it a little bit further back because that outside lane really has not developed, but the 33 makes a move to the outside. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 30. Oh, the 12 in trouble. Cody Nagels. Zach Fritsch in trouble just as Alan Fritsch was trying to check out, and his driver in trouble. Oh no. Yellow flag comes out just like that. And that is why we run all of the laps each and every night, because you never know when it is going to go south. So yellow flag is out once again. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Down the backstretch, The 12 and the 6 make contact. Unless I did, because Alan was saying he was nearing sleepy time, but then his driver goes and messes up. All right, let's take a look here. Already you can see the 12 and the 6 are making contact as they are at the front of the field. Both get in the wall, and then they collect everyone behind them. 85 goes for a hard impact. Let's go inside with the 43 of Dana Shepard. Shepard bouncing around there, but is able to clear it, and he is one of the last cars to get through. So you want to say good job for the 43, but man, that 43 still took a hard lick. All right, Les Levy says, good news, funding for next week's race appears to be coming in from the Ricky Bobby Foundation for People Challenged to Go Fast. And that is outstanding. Let me tell you, I am a student of the Ricky Bobby Foundation for People Challenged to Go Fast. And I have graduated from that school, but the good news is you can go back time and time again. Once you graduate, that doesn't mean that you are done and you never come back. It means that you just graduated for that moment, and if you feel the need, you can go back time and time again. And I have been there time and time again, and this season really working out for me. As I mentioned, I'm 6 for 7 in my real racing, and I owe that all to the Ricky Bobby Foundation for the drivers who are challenged to go fast. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this crash really changes the landscape of things, because there's only one fast repair available here tonight, and right now behind the pace car, 4 race cars. Everyone has been on pit road trying to repair damage, top off their fuel tanks from these 4 cars. These 4 cars, that is Mark Mann, Jeff Crosby Jr., Cody Nagels, and Nate Warren. And believe it or not, that 04 Mark Mann has been on pit road 10 times here tonight. Ginger Parent wants to know how many drivers have fast repairs left. I do not have that information available to me. I do kind of wish I did, but I am limited by what iRacing shares and by what third parties have. But I can tell you, I feel like half the field is burned up fast repair. So here we go. Pace car down and away. Markman, for the first time here tonight, leads this field to the green flag. Miss Mara, your boy toy looking very good. If he's, he's not occupied, I might steal him away from you if you're not careful. Jeff Crosby in the 33, Markman in the 04, side by side in the turn number 1. The 6 of Cody Nagels, the 2 of Nate Warren on the back bumper of those cars. Richard Roberts wants to know how many fast repairs they get. And in this race, everybody had 1 fast repair. So that means that they have 1 opportunity to replace all the damage on their race car. So some strategy does come into that play. Keep in mind, you don't want to burn that fast repair on lap 2 of a 70 lap race. You want to try and make it to the end of the race with that fast repair in hand, or as late as possible, because the more it just gives you that cushion that much longer. So as the 33 and the 04 work their way down the backstretch side by side, Crosby Jr. in the 33 drops down to the inside. Roberts, I said boy toy, not 100% sure. I am far, far away from these two, but she always cheers for the 04. So I took some creative liberties, so don't hold it to what I say that tight. But yeah, she does always cheer for the 04 Markman. Mad Dog Racing wants to know if I want some company. Don't know who Mad Dog Racing is on YouTube channel. So if you want to purify just a little bit more, maybe. All right, here we go. Coming to 19 laps to go. The 33 and the 6 side by side. The 04 of Markman pushing hard on the back bumper of the 33. So, Richard Roberts, I do want to say the reason why these guys do have a fast repair is one, we are doing kind of cartoon racing. Yes, it's a sim. Yes, it's whatever you want to call it. But if you factor in the fact that you are not going to get hurt in any decision that you make, you're probably going to make decisions on the fact of, well, what do I have to lose, right? So with what the fast repair kind of is to give you some forgiveness if you get caught up in someone else's decision to say, I have nothing to lose. I'm going to make a bad decision because of it. And so with this league, and it's something that I do respect, I do appreciate, there is one fast repair, and that does kind of help keep all of our drivers out there in the hopes that they can make it to the end of the race. And not everyone's going to make it to the end of the race every time, but that one fast repair is kind of a safety blanket in case you get caught up in someone else's bad decision because they say, I'm not going to get hurt because this is cartoon racing. And I call it cartoon racing because it kind of is. No one's going to get hurt here. The worst you have to deal with is maybe getting twisted up in your extremely powerful force feedback steering wheel. So yeah, that's why it is the way it is. So with that being said, Ed DeBoer in the 74 takes over in the top spot. With 16 laps to go, he has one more pit stop to make. Last time he was on pit road was on lap 47. Ed DeBoer, Andy Brigante, Dana Shepard, Dan Harrington, Brian Kimbler, and Dave Hunt, along with Gabe Butler, all trying to stretch their fuel tanks here. So Dave Hunt and Gabe Butler running nose to tail here. Andy Brigante, Ed DeBoer onto pit road. That is going to break up this lead pack. We're down to 3 cars. Keep in mind, this is a drafting racetrack. So the more cars you have, the more energy you can expect to have. But with 3 cars, your energy potential is not as high. However, 3 cars carries some less risk than a pack of 20. So it is a trade-off. The 43 of Dana Shepard is out in front right now. Shepard going to peel off for pit road along with Dan Harrington and Brian Kimbler. Dave Hunt, Nate Warren, Gabe Butler in this group right here. Dave Hunt, Gabe Butler have not pitted yet. Nate Warren, the first car, 1 lap down. As Dave Hunt takes over the race lead, Gabe Butler into second. Nate Warren wants these guys to hit pit road before the yellow flag comes out. Should the yellow flag come out. And Caitlin with some YouTube chat dropping big time, saying RJ just woke up to say Grampy is the best and he is gonna win. He is spreading good juju. Caitlin, I need context. I mean, who's Grampy and who is RJ and why were we taking a nap? Because I need a nap. I need the nap. All right, with 13 laps to go, Gabe Butler in the 88. Out in front, Nate Warren still trying to hold on to be the first car 1 lap down. Gabe Butler last on pit road on lap 47 as we work lap 58. My inside information said that you can go 17 laps as we have a new fast lap. That one coming from the driver of the 12 at a 47.14, Zach Fridge, laying down that new fast lap. And RJ is 4. Well, RJ, I'll tell you what, thank you very much for coming out and being interested in racing. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what, this is the best sport to be a part of. And RJ, thank you very much for saying Grampy is the best one out there. That means you are investing in racing and I love it. Love it. All right, so back to the race lead. Gabe Butler in the 88. Last on pit road on lap 47 as we're creeping up on lap 60. That is 13 laps on a fuel run. My information is 17 laps. So if we do the math, he is about 6, 7, 8. Carry the 10, subtract the 2. Elemental key. Gabe Butler's not got enough fuel to make it to the end of the race. So I am not sure why the 88 is out there. And now he is going to peel off for pit road. RJ is going to be the next tire man. OMG, if he makes it, you don't even have to be a driver. If you are any part of ARCA or NASCAR or super late model or whatever it takes to be a part of racing, let me know. I want to follow this kid's career absolutely from start to end. 33 of Jeff Crosby. The 23 of Sebastian Marin side by side through the corner. Sebastian Marin has the momentum. He's going to take over the race lead. And the 33 has the momentum down the straightaway. He is going to lead that lap. We are now down to 9 laps to go. And hold on to your hats. Right now, as things stand, 19 cars are on the lead lap. Gabe Butler in the 88 is the last car on the lead lap. First car, 1 lap down. That is the 6 of Cody Nagels. As we go off the nose of the 6, you can see he is still working with the 14 of Vicente Guerrero, his teammate. Vicente inside the top 10, but Cody Nagels in 20th spot. So we have some work to do in the 6th pit because this driver needs some help to get back on the lead lap. Jeff Crosby, Sebastian Marin, Zach Fritch, Steve Karosik, Adam Kilday, the driver of the 85. He has had his share of ups and downs here tonight, but the 85 finds himself inside the top 5 after gaining 23 spots from where he qualified. And Adam Kilday trying to make sure has a shot to win the race here tonight. Zach Fritch in the 12 trying to keep him behind him. Let's go on aboard with the driver of the 54, Dawson Wise, who joins me in the broadcast booth on Monday nights. If you guys are here on Wednesday night and would like some entertainment for Monday, make sure you check out OP Premier Series. That goes live every Monday night that the season is active. Shouldn't have said every, but I did, and so now I have to backtrack and make myself not look like a fool. But that's really hard because I kind of am. So Sebastian Marin in the 23, hugging tight to the yellow line. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33, not trying to block him just yet, and we have 6 laps to go. Zach Workman in the 19. Trying to get up to speed as he is down on the apron as he comes off of pit road. Zach Workman multiple laps down, but still out there trying to race around and gain as many points as he can. The 84 of Lynn McNeese, the next driver to get swallowed up by this pack. Richard Roberts says, this track looks bumpy, and it absolutely is. If you were to watch YouTube videos or post-race history videos of NASCAR that were on Daytona prior to 2011, I want to say, 2012, Daytona surface had gotten very rough, very bumpy. And iRacing scanned this track in 2008. And this is what the track surface was like in 2008. It was very exciting to watch. But like with all good things, it doesn't last. And I believe they repaved it 2011, 2012. Somewhere in there. So, yeah. Got rid of the good thing. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33, side by side with the 23 of Sebastian Marin. These two are duking it out, and we are down to 4 laps to go as they work their way down the backstretch. Zach Fritch in the 12, biding his time. When is he going to make the move? When is the 027 of Steve Karosik going to jump up and try and make something happen? Don't forget Eric Laurie in the 071, previous champion here on Wednesday night. What does he have in store? Oh my goodness, we have quite a bit of racing to go, even though there's 3 laps to go to get it figured out. Right now, 18 cars on the lead lap. Cody Nagels in the 6th, still the first car 1 lap down. He still has 2 more laps for that caution to come out and get him back into this race. Nobody trying to make it 3 wide just yet, but as they work their way down the backstretch, I'll promise you, someone's thinking about it. Someone's trying to figure out if they can make it happen. And I don't know who it's going to be. The 23 of Sebastian Marin on the inside, doing all he can to protect that yellow line. That's kind of where you want to be time and time again. But here at Daytona, that middle lane just surges ahead at the right time. You saw it there at the line. The 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. had the race lead when he crossed the line. But now, with 2 laps to go, we're going to see what happens. Do we get to the white flag? Do we use our 2 attempts at a green-white checkered if we need to? Here we go through 3 and 4, coming to take the white flag. Do we get to the end of this one? Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because it is still anyone's race. Anything can happen from here on out, and we are in the closing moments. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33 takes the white flag. No more laps to be had. This one is going to end at its scheduled distance. The 33 out in front, side by side. Here comes the 23. Steve Karosik trying to push hard. He has been glued to the back bumper. Oh, and he gives a bit of a rough shove to the 23. That might break the momentum. The 04 Mark Mann up into the 3rd lane. He does not have a lot of help. Gabe Butler in the 88 going to be a factor here. Good grief, does he get out of the way? And yes, he does. Good heads up move from the 88. And they're spinning behind him as they come around to the checkered flag. Sebastian Marin trying to block, and he is going to make the block work and gets the race win. Sebastian Marin with the win. Steve Karosik 2nd, and 3rd goes to the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. I think I just took my first breath in like 5 laps. Holy cow. What an outstanding win from the driver of the 23, Sebastian Marin, picking up the win. Steve Karosik bringing it home in 2nd. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that was an absolutely outstanding finish to the night here in the OP Racing Grand National Series RBN Podcast 175, presented by Zach Workman. Let's get right into it. and pull in our race winner, the driver of the 23, and that is none other than Sebastian Marin. Sebastian, got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Nice job, man. Congratulations on the race win.
Appreciate it. Man, that was tough. That was wild, exciting there at the end. Kind of, was in not the dominant lane. Usually you want to be in the middle, so I was kind of skeptical if we would actually get this done. But my teammate was saving his temperatures perfectly, and we got the run that we needed. And then we had a couple contact there out of turn 4, and I was just trying to hang on, and we managed to secure a 1-2 for Bootmaker. So.
All right, well, walk us through that last lap, because the 23 and the 33, it looked like it could have gone either way.
Yeah, we knew that Crosby and Fritsch were teammates, so we knew they were going to stay in the middle. So my teammate Steve, his main priority was to keep the engine cool, so for the last lap he can push all the way. So his main focus was not worrying about Crosby being clear for those last 10 laps of me. He was mainly trying to keep Fritsch not clear me, because we kind of felt like they were going to stay together. So Steve was just saving his temps, and then that last lap he just let it rip. And I think I was clear a bit out of turn 2, and then I had a bit of draft on the back stretch from those lappers. And then entering turn 3, I don't know if I came up, he came down, felt like I got doored. We lost our momentum, so I was just trying to run them up the track to side draft them. And then by the time Steve got to me, we were kind of evening out, and then I felt like I got doored again. So I was just trying to keep it to the right to not take out my teammate Steve, to see if I got turned, he would at least get it. And I managed to park it in the middle and secure 1-2.
All right, man. Well, an outstanding drive all race long, Sebastian Marin. It seemed like this 23 was in the top 10 all night long throughout pit stops and strategy and everything that it took to be there. So congratulations on this win here tonight. And if you give me just a moment, because I moved my notes, but I do believe you are our 6th different winner in 6 races this season.
Wow, that is quite a stat. That's a hell of a record. Hopefully it keeps on going. That's obviously very good for the league, seeing all these diverse drivers. So hopefully that streak keeps going.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Once again, shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to say that you haven't done so yet?
Yeah, shout out to the Boondogger, Eric, Gabe, and Steve. Me and Steve decided to run with them tonight. Just we're not running full time on Wednesdays. We're just here to have fun, try to win a race whenever we can. So we decided to just run with them. Had a good time with them. So shout out to them for letting us run with them. Shout out to UKR for putting on this broadcast, and shout out to OP for putting on this league. I was kind of skeptical to come race, being bumpy Daytona of the 08s, how much of a handful they were. But, I'm glad I came out and raced. Obviously, in hindsight, being the winner. So I guess it's easy to say that. But it was still a lot of fun. Nothing too crazy about this race, just good, hard racing, and managed to get a win.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our race winner, our 6th different winner in 6 races, Sebastian Marin, driver of the 23. Nice job, man.
Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
All right, now let's move on to the driver who finished in 2nd place, and that is the 027 of none other than the beautiful, the oh so handsome, the driver of the 027. That is Steve Kurosik. Mr. Kurosik, how you doing?
Oh man, you're making me blush. What's up?
All right, well, that 027 was absolutely one of the cars that never fell back further than 3rd place. How was your race, and how do you feel bringing it home in 2nd place?
And that race went well. I feel great about it. We're just trying to stay cool there for the last lap for the shove. About 10 to go. I was just trying to keep Seabass even with the car outside of him. and I got it cooled down enough where I could just push the whole last lap. And as soon as we crossed, I started pushing, and we had a huge run. And I don't know if there was net code or what happened, but the cars made contact and we got a little separated, but ended up getting connected back together, and I was able to have just enough to get them there. So it all worked out.
All right, man. Well, what it came up a couple of times about how many fast repairs our drivers had. So this 027, how many fast repairs did you have left here tonight?
I was on my last fast repair. I got collected in something, but I didn't lose too much track position, so I was able to just take the fast and go back out and still stay towards the front. I got lucky there. So yeah, I was just hoping I wasn't gonna get caught in anything. Had a couple close calls, but I made it.
All right, man. Well, nice job bringing it home in second place here tonight. Shout outs, thank yous that you'd like to give.
Yeah, shout out to you guys and the broadcast team. Shout out to OP, and shout out to Dale Cup. Hope you guys have a good night.
All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Driver of the 027, Steve Karosik. Man, nice job once again.
Thanks.
All right, now let's move on to our third and final step of the podium. And this is a driver who needs no introduction, basically because I forgot to write one for him. But it is the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. How you doing, sir?
Hey, buddy. What's going on, KR?
Oh, not too much. How are you doing?
Oh, man. I mean, I'd like to say I'm doing good, but I am a little disappointed. I felt like me and Fritch had a good thing going there. I really thought we had it, and got to the final corner, and man, just a lot of bumping and banging. I try to keep it as close to Seabass as possible, and it just wasn't in the cards.
Well, this 33 was out in front quite a bit of the race here tonight, or at least sniffing the front when you weren't fully out there. But coming to the white flag, you had the advantage. You were in what many consider that preferred line here at Daytona, but come up a little bit short. When you took the white flag, what were you thinking, bud?
I mean, I was thinking that as long as we held our line there on the outside, we were going to do it. I really, truly believe that me and Fritch honestly could have had a 1-2 or maybe 1-3 finish. He hell of pushing job this last, man, was it 10, 12 laps? Yeah, man, it's just so disappointing. I mean, it's just one of those things where you really think you're going to get it because like you said, that preferred line. The outside is just really strong coming out of the corners, and you just get that huge run. And but I can't complain. Third place finish, podium. Wednesdays have been treating me really nice this season. I think I missed the first race, and then I've made the next 5, so I think I got like an average finish of like third so far. So I really can't complain. Doing good on points. We're gonna take this. We'll go in the next week and just keep going. Just try to get that win.
Well, I'll tell you what, this 33 is no stranger to victory lane, so that win's going to come sooner or later. With that being said, man, final time, shout outs, thank yous here tonight for the RBN Podcast 175.
Yeah, for sure. Give a shout out to anybody watching at home. It's pretty early, actually. This is one of the races that actually finished pretty early. I think we only had like 6 cautions, so pretty nice. Definitely want to give a shout out to you. Appreciate you doing this every week for us. It's awesome that you take the time, and we love hearing you back on the broadcast the next day. So anybody in Team 3 tonight, I think there's Nate, my dad, Fritch, TJ, Workman. Definitely want to give a shout out to Workman too for sponsoring like the first 8 races of the season. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, it was a fun race. It was a really fun race. I love this track, the bumpy configuration. It's so much fun. I love racing here. I'm just excited to get back into the car next week and try it again.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Once again, congratulations on the 3rd place finish.
Thanks, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our top steps of the podium, 1st through 3rd, taking the time to talk to us here tonight. So let's go ahead and go through the rest of our results to wrap up tonight's broadcast, presented by Zach Workman, Sebastian Marin, Steve Krosik, Jeff Crosby, your top 3. But then it goes to Zach Fritch in 4th, and rounding out your top 5, that is the 04 of Mark Mann. Vicente Guerrero in 6th. 7th goes to Richard Kuhn. Dawson Wise in 8th. 9th, Eric Laurie. Richard Sanchez ends up in 10th place. 11th goes to Adam Kilday. Brian Kimbler in 12th. 13th goes to Ed DeBoer. Dana Shepard in 14th. 15th, Andy Brigante. 16th, Dan Harrington. 17th goes to the 48 of Andrew Schroeder. 18th place, the 6 of Cody Nagels. Gabe Butler in 19th. 20th, Nate Warren. Dave Hunt, 21st. 22nd, Jeff Crosby Sr. in the 15. Tough break for him, but look forward to seeing him in the broadcast booth with some popcorn and some butter. Lynn McNeese in the 23rd spot. Zach Workman, 24th. 25th, Steve Hoppett. He's going to be joining the broadcast booth before too long. Come on, Steve. Don't be afraid. Travis Elliott in 26th. 27th, David Booth. 28th is none other than Bubba Willingham. Stanley Jr., Les Levy make up the rest of the field here tonight. So, guys, thank you very much for joining me here tonight. I do hope you all enjoyed the show. If you haven't done so yet, please do make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Let these drivers know that you appreciated the hard work that they put in. And so until next week, y'all stay safe and have a great night.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.